everyone, it's Jean from Gallagher, Domanski. Today's video is about the change in the filing fees on the I-140 for your EB-2 NIW cases. There's also a slight change to the form I-140, and I just want to explain how everything works with the filing fees now and how it affects the new I-140.
So first of all, just so that it's clear, now you're filing a I-140, but you also need to file the ETA 9089, and but not the entire thing, just Appendix A and the final determination. So I've linked here, I made tiny URLs for you of the Form I-140, the latest version, and the Appendix A and the final determination of the ETA 9089. As you may know, the filing fees increased on April 1st, 2024. The ETA 9089 should accompany the I-140. There is no filing fee for it, though. You just put it with your I-140. The total for the I-140 now is $1,015, but that needs to be made in two separate payments. So if you're writing a check, it's two separate checks, one for $715, which, as you can see here, that's the filing fee for the I-140. And then now there's a reduced asylum program fee that you would pay as a self-petitioner. So the asylum program fee is actually $600. As a self-petitioner, you can pay the reduced amount, which is $300. And those need to be two separate payments, one $715 and one $300. If you combine it, your case would get rejected. If you're wondering where I got that information, that you pay the reduced asylum program fee of $300, I've provided the link there from the USCIS website. And on that page is a bunch of frequently asked questions. And you can see where I've highlighted that an individual self-petitioner would pay the reduced asylum program fee. And that's for the I-140, whether it's the EB-1A or the EB-2 NIW, because both are self-petitioned types of cases. So they both qualify for the $300 reduction if it's a self-petitioned case. Okay, so you do need to let USCIS know that you qualify as a self-petitioner. So you do that on the form I-140, and it shows it there in that same frequently asked question that where I have highlighted that on Form I-140, self-petitioners must select yes in Part 1, Question 6 to indicate that they currently employ a total of 25 or fewer full-time employees, which sounds weird because you're a self-petitioner. So do you employ a total of 25 or lower employees? The answer is yes, because it's just you. So you're one person, which is less than 25. So that's how they're doing it. And you mark yes for that. And for Part 1, Question 5, it asks if you're a non-profit organization. Obviously, you're not, because you're an individual. So that would be no. So here you can see on page 1, as it said on the other slide, for question 5, are you a nonprofit? No, because you're an individual. So how can you be an organization, right? So that's no. And then question 6 is yes, because you are a self-petitioner, so you're one person, which is less than 25, so you mark yes on that. And then on page 2 is where you mark that it's a NIW. That used to be on page 1, so I just put that so you could see that you mark that it's NIW on page 2 now. And finally, one thing you might want to do, if you decide to use a credit card for your case, you can use a credit card. You can use a debit card, usually if it's a debit card that acts like a credit card, like it says Visa on it, or the kind that you get from your bank debit card. Then you could use that, as long as you're positive that you're going to have the amount in the balance. So whether you used credit or debit, you can fill out form G1450, and I have the link to it at the top of the slide. And one thing you may want to do, as I said, you have to do 2 separate payments, one of $300 and one of $715. So you could fill out 2 separate G1450s, and then at the top you could write of the one that has $300. You could explain why you're putting the $300 by putting individual self-petitioner, reduced asylum program fee. So that's just an extra way to make sure that they realize that that's why you put $300 and not $600. And then on your other one where it's $715, you're authorizing the credit card transaction. You can put I-140 for that. So that's your I-140 fee, and the other one's your reduced asylum program fee. And finally, just don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also follow us on Instagram.